The following program is a production of Naleo TV.
Aloha Hilo! I'm so happy to be here. I'm Napua Greig from the island of Maui, and with my fabulous brothers and friends, brothers and musicians.
Aloha, this is Sean Nale Maile from Hilo.
Hello, this is Waila Ryder. Mahalo.
What an intro with that sexy voices, yeah. Aloha. Okay, you guys never give me that memo. But here we go. We're gonna start our portion of this performance off here in Hilo, because that's what we do. Our cultural protocol requires us to pay homage to the places that we go. We like to honor Keokaha, where my mom was raised, with a song called Ka'ilivai, written by my dear cousin Manaya Kalani Kalua. Here we go. Ina ho'ia e kaua, I ka pole ale ao, Ka'ilivai pilia me pu o pio, I ka malua o ni mali e, o ka pako na nei ka hua ke kaina ka miko hua o olei. Puni hei ka mana ui kai a mimili kalima, a puni o pili kua, o pili alo kai nene hei o hapapalimu, ke au lave i ke aloha o mimilo. Ina ho'ia e kaua, I ka pole ale a o ka iliwai, pilia me pu o pio, I ka malua o ni mali. Makani pu'ulena e koa hea he mai nei, holu nape o lau niu, a hiki poli o hua, I ka hanu nai a lau ka mano e, kui wili ai o mea ka puhi, ka holo a ka moa e, yo ke o, ina ho'ia e ka ua, I ka pole ale a, ka iliwai pilia me pu o pio, I ka malua o ni mali. Ka pavo ke au, kuho alo I ke anu e nano haka wali u, mai vale oi ka I kena e ka ipo lihi polo hinano, mola le ke aloha mo ale ka e meha o ka iliwai, ina ho'ia e ka ua, I ka pole ale au ka iliwai pilia me pu o pio, I ka malua o ni mali, pilia me pu for a place that a lot of us refer to as Richardson, we know it's Ka'ilivai. We didn't do that one in a long time. But we're so happy to be here in Hilo, and especially Keokaha, where my mama was raised. It's always a joy to be here. Mahalo. This is one of the songs that started it all off, a song that we wrote for my older sister, Kahulu. It was her birthday, and she's super particular. You know, you cannot really go and buy her clothes or jewelry or a purse or perfume because she's very particular. As most of us women are, we like what we like. But I just wanted to give her something so that she would know how super special she is to me. And so we wrote this song, and in the song I call her Lavakua. Lavakua means backbone, you know, that strength that holds us together. And I call her that because she's named after my mother. Kahulu is named after my mother, Hulu. And but she's very different. And I just felt like I wanted her to have her own identity in that name, and for her to know like how how she is a strength to me, because we like to say like we're yin and yang, the ku and hina, we're complete opposites. And so she's the more, I know I sometimes come across quiet and reserved, but yeah, no. She really is way more reserved and calm, and I'm kind of more like, not. And so in that though, in the song, I just wanted her to know that quiet, that calm, that the reservation that she conducts her daily activities in, that's the balance that I need. That's the strength that I need in my life, in the halal. And so we were just thrilled that other people like this song too. So we want to do it for you today. This album that I released late last year, so about 5 months ago, I call it Home. And for 2 years we were in our homes, and it was really challenging, and I don't think people have even thought about how challenging it was in the music industry for us, because it's our job to make everything look happy and fun, and so we, along with the rest of our community, lost our jobs, lost our income. We were homeschooling our kids too, like everybody else. And it was super challenging, but the blessings, so many blessings come out of our challenges, yeah? They said, God is closest to us when we're in the valley, so we got to still celebrate him on the mountaintop. And so being home and losing all of that really helps you to find who you are. Because when we have to rid ourselves of our career, of our, lifestyle, of the traveling, to distract us from what's really happening, you're forced to sit and look in the mirror. And you're forced to say, without all of this, without hula, because we couldn't practice, we couldn't gather, there was no Merry Monarch, there was no performing, without hula, without traveling, without all of that. So really, without your identity, your identity in the world, who are you? And so I started to write from this place, like, what does that look like? And how do I really feel? And so some people were a little thrown off, like, okay, Napua, that album cover looks very different from what we're used to. The songs, half of this album is in English because that's what I was writing in. And I'm 48. And so I just got to, Sean, no act, I saw you look. I just got to a place where I'm 48 and I feel like I want to sing and I want to write from me, from what I'm feeling, from what I'm experiencing, and I'm just like everybody else. I hurt, I have heartbreak, I have hard times, I struggle with my children like everybody else, and so this is where the music came from. And that's what we use music for, yeah, to express what we're going through. The greater blessing is when those who listen to it, hey, Napua, I'm going through what you're going through. So this song resonates with me. What you said, I get it, and that's why we keep making music, because even there's no money left in music. I was so surprised. The last album I recorded was 5 years ago. Now we don't even make CDs. Okay, so we don't sell CDs. How do you even make the money back that you spent on a project? So there's no money in music, like 20, 30 years ago. Nobody wants to sign anybody in music because they cannot make money anymore. And so, why keep making music? Why keep putting out? Because you have to spend the money to get it out to people. But it's that is what music does for people, that keeps us creating, that keeps us singing, that keeps us coming out, that, you know what, if I can write a song when I'm crying and when I'm sad that helps you cry and let that out, sis, then let's keep doing it, because there's still purpose. So the song we like to do for, speaking of purpose and in the music, I wrote this song during the pandemic and, going through heartbreak, like I said, like we experience everything our community experiences. And I was going through a rough time and alone in the house, literally, going through a breakup during the pandemic sucks, because there's no going out, honey. Like there's no traveling. There's no, you know what, I'm digging out. No, you're staying right there. And put on your mask. You know what I mean? Like, it was super challenging. And I wrote this song because I was sitting down and just braining on where am I? What's going on? And like I said earlier, I'm 48. And I was like, at 48 years old, we should be able to be real, right? Like, we just got to be real. Present who you are to whoever you're interested in, to whoever you're attracted to. Like, stop putting on the front. Mary, if you don't brush your hair, then don't brush your hair. You know what I mean? I don't shave every day. That's who I am. I don't know, you know? And brothers, you too. Like, if you don't have it all together, then say so. You know? Because we're all made imperfect. And just be real. Because there is perfection in the realness, you know? So this is how the song came. And we call it Song Without a Tune. It's funny how we play games in the beginning, pretending like we have it all. And our lives have so much meaning, but believe me when I say that loving you is such a scary thing. But here in your arms the hurting stops, and the healing starts loving past the pain. This may take some time, mending broken pieces to get to the real part of me. I just need a love song, a song my heart could lean on, a tune to help me ease the pain. I just need a love song, a song my heart could sing to, a song without the memories of you, a song without a tune. Can't we just go back to the beginning? I'll tell you all the things I should have said. You say you never leave me, and this was all a big mistake, and then life begins and ends in our bed. I just need a love song, a song my heart could lean on, a tune to help me ease the pain. I just need a love song, a song that I could sing to, a song without the memories of you. Oh, a song without a tune. Just like me without you, what am I to do? Oh, song without a tune. So this last song I want to do for you also comes off from the new album, Home, and it's the title track. It's called Home is Where the Heart Is. Like I said, this album is the heart album. When we were recording it, so I was blessed to have Josh Tatofi and Zach Lum of the group Kel Hope co-produced the album. And Josh is like a baby brother to me. And while we were in the studio recording these songs, some of these songs I had to struggle with emotionally, you know, because that's like my words, it's my heart. And Josh was like, you know, he calls me Naps. He's like, you know, Naps? Oh, I don't know, because this album, like, I feel like before this album, the you that you put out is like everybody knows it. Or the kumu hula, you're the this, you're the that. But this album, you're putting out the you that is for us. Like the you that we know. And she's vulnerable, she's real, her heart is huge. And I don't know how I feel about letting everybody in on that. And so I was like, oh, okay. So it very much is coming from that place of vulnerability and coming from that place of like, okay, yeah, let's just be real. So being real, I was leaving for a tour before COVID. I was in Japan every month, and I'm a mother of 4. And so my youngest, today he's 8. And so for his first 5 years of life, mommy was gone a lot. And a lot of those trips he went with me. But this one trip, it was a Christmas tour, and he wasn't coming with me. And I was dropping him off at Punana Leo o Maui. And I said, so son, mommy's going on the mokulele. You know, I'm going to Yapana, but I'm going to FaceTime you as soon as I get there. So we kind of had our routine to make sure that he always knew he was connected to mommy. And I knelt down to honey him. And gosh, this was like 3-4 years ago, and it's so vivid in my mind. He grabbed my face with his little hands, and he said, Mommy, you need to stay with me on Maui forever. And so I was a wreck on that tour. Like, I cried all the way to the airport. I was such a wreck on that tour, and I kept like, I got to do something, man. I got to do something to change this lifestyle because I got to be home for this boy. So be careful what you pray for, yeah? Because boom, COVID. Kyoko was like, oh, Napua, you want to stay home? Here we go. And the school shut down, so your son can stay with you every day, all day. Now he's like, oh, please, Mom, can you go to Japan? Like, I'm kind of over this. But so I wrote this song on that tour when I was just like heartbroken and missing him and just really thinking about what do we put out to our family? What do we put out to our community? Because I would come home and even my halal would be like, oh, kumu, you're having so much fun. Oh, we see you teaching the Japanese. And we do, and you know, even our people in Hawaii, like, oh, you're so lucky, Napua. You get to go. And you don't want to say this to people. Oh, but now I guess I'm saying it to people, yeah, because we're filming it. But you don't want to say it because I never want to come across rude or ungrateful. But I'm like, Hawaii, don't you know that the only place we really want to sing and do our music is here? But there's no industry for us here. There's no, you know what I mean? We cannot make a living doing that here, which is sad when you think about it. You know, because my friends, my brothers and sisters who sing contemporary reggae music, they can make a living here. But it's hard for us. So it's something that we as a community also need to kind of reflect on sometimes. But so yeah, that's how the song came, because I was like, I just want to be home, really, making this music and doing hula. You know, I don't really want to go anywhere. So this is a song I wrote for my son. He calls it his song, but it really was for everybody at home. And it's called Home is Where the Heart Is.
Mommy, stay here with me forever. He cries as I walk out that door. Son, if only you could understand how I miss you while I'm on tour. 'Cause life can get so confusing, living on this lonely road. Before you know it, my baby, I'll be on my way back home. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is with you. That's the thing Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for the places life takes me to. But ku'ohana na lei kaumaka ku'ulahui ku'uhawaii. Every song I sing is just for you. 'Cause life can get so confusing, living on this lonely road. But before you know it, my baby, I'll be on my way back home. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is with you. That's the thing about a mother's love. There's nothing that's more true. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is with you. That's the thing about a mother's love. There's nothing that's more true. Home is where the heart is. For all of you home here on Hawaii Island and in Hawaii, our entire Hawaii, aloha nui a oko.
The preceding program was a production of Naleo TV.